If you are over the age of 35, stop everything you're doing right now. After a lifetime of eating fatty foods, you may run the risks of a stroke or heart attack due to plaque buildup in your veins and arteries. To learn how you can reduce your risks, visit youthfountainlab.com or call 1-800-853-7856 today. This may be a life-changing call for you or someone you love. Thank you, and we hope to hear from you.
So, all right, let's go back to state property. You had state property, right? You with Jay-Z in the club, right? And then he's going to, y'all taking on all these opponents. Y'all going at, Jada, the Locks,
these are rough
Mobb Deep.
These are rough groups.
Yeah, everybody. And Ether comes on.
Oh, yeah.
Ether comes on in the club.
Right.
How did Jay-Z react, man? How did Jay-Z react? And how did y'all react?
That's how we do over here.
That's
how we do over here.
Hold up, man. Listen, we in the club and we Roc-A-Fella, so Roc-A-Fella is just Roc-A-Fella. Jay-Z, Roc-A-Fella, Game, State Pride, all that stuff, the guys. And it's like, dang, man. So the opponent came in and it's like we into the club and everything stopped. It's like they talk about you, he call them all kind of names and all kind of stuff. And I'm like, wow, man, like, dang, man, what we gonna do? It's time to leave the club. Let's go to work. We can't sit in the party, so the Cristal didn't even taste the same no more. We like, yo, we out. We out. So that's how that was.
No, was
crazy. It was crazy.
Was Jay-Z mad? Because at the beginning of the saying, like, fuck Jay-Z. Can you just imagine that? Somebody being in the club and it's like,
he always try to keep his cool. You know what I'm saying? He always trying to keep his cool. So it's like, he's like, how he, but he tried pissed, So I think he did 2 records. Or 3 or something. He was snapping on them about that joint. I mean, he did a record on the Gift and the Curse joint.
Yep.
Yeah. He did the other joint about Super Ugly, and then it was like, we running. He was going at it. He was pissed. He had to be pissed.
Yeah.
He was
Blueprint 2 joint.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, because we just seen the verses with Dipset and the Locks, and I want to get into that too. But bro, it made me think about Dipset and Cam's time with the Roc. Did that kind of coincide with State Property's time with the Roc too?
We had a lot of stuff going on. Cam came afterwards, and he was a Harlem guy, so he's from Harlem, and Dane was from Brooklyn, and it was like State Property over there, and they had a squad over there, but we knew each other. You know what I'm saying? We kicked it, and it was just like that past. That's the past. And today we all there tell you stories. You look it up and you'll find it. You know what I'm saying? They'll tell you stuff about the situations and stuff like that. But me, I didn't have this thing about the difference between them. You know what I'm saying? They was whatever business they had going on up there. That's the kind of business they had going up there. Me, I was just like, yo, I'm like you said, kid from Philly, and trying to bust the door in my way. You see what I'm saying? Because I got folks back at home.
Yeah, you got to feed them.
Yeah, I got to feed the folks. So, my story is a little different.
Let me ask you this. From a group perspective, you got State Prop, and back then the groups were like the rap groups. Shit, you had y'all, you had the Locks, you had what G Unit was doing, you had Murder Inc. It was these mega groups with a lot of spitters in it. Right. The competitiveness was crazy, and Dipset was right there with everybody else. Right. How was the competitiveness between State Prop and Dipset? Was there always love within there, or was it kind of like,
Well, it wasn't competitive. It was, all right, we're going to support y'all. If y'all do a video, we're there. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do it. Like Jim Jones shot one of my videos, too. It Want Me Back. With Old Dirty Bastard. Right. So he shot a video for us and all that kind of stuff. So it was like, them guys was really on the business end, like from being there, and we was more like hungry. And so we was coming through like, yo, like, what's going on? And if you call me about something, I'm coming to holler at it. And then I got to, I'm hollering, I'll let you a little later, but you grow to learn the business. So that's why we all start forming our own companies. There's companies that we form. Mm-hmm. Like I had started Beckman, and Neve started Forever Do Me. Everybody had started their own companies because we was all LLC. So it was one of those situations where we started forming the teams and putting stuff around us. So we, so we can be involved into full-fledged legitimate companies. Right. So we walking moguls ourselves today. It's not the same as when we under the guys. You can branch off and still. Because like you said, we earned a way to make money off our names. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We were found, that's all you did. You earn your own keep. Mm-hmm. So it's like nothing to take away from the guys. It's like, that's what's up. I hear their names, we get to kick it at CC. They be like, yo, what's up, Biggs, holler. I'm like, then that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? When I was starting my companies, I started to holler at people. That was a few years back, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't really been running into too many other people. So I ain't had a chance to, but I'm like, hey, man, I'm grinding. It ain't like, you don't see me grinding, you'll probably just see what you can see, and then be like, all right, that's what's going on. But behind the cut, I'm on business. I ain't, that's what I'm on. So it's like, as long as I'm around tight circuit and all that kind of cool shit, everything I'm around, you know what I'm saying? Anybody that I'm around, anybody that I got an impact on or influence on is like, go ahead, keep grinding, and I'm gonna support you. This is how we do.
Let me talk. I'm gonna transition a little bit because I was going through your IG and you got a real good connection with the youth. I seen that famous Dex, he was on there doing Baby Boy, and you got a great connection with the youth of hip hop. Right. And we give a lot of criticism to the youth of hip hop about the message and the drug use and things like that. But if we really dig into it, it's no real different than our genre and the genre before and the genre before that. So talk about that, man. Your connection with the youth and what your thoughts are on the current drug use.
Well, you know, that it's ugly, but it's true. Yeah. Drugs go hand in hand with the music business. I was doing plenty of drugs. You know, I had to stop. I had to give it up. You get tired. Your body get tired. So it'd be like, all right, Dad. But you know, in that world, if you out and you living, first you around drugs, you around drinks, you around women. Right. Just the experience of it. It's like a crash course of college. It's like you know what I'm saying. Yeah. But it ain't. It's just a real world. You know what I'm saying. So it's like I passed school, then jumped into that world. You know what I'm saying. It's like you graduated. You didn't even have to go there. You skipped it and graduated. So I know they temptation is a mother effer in that business. Temptation the motherfucker, but somebody you gotta just, you know, maybe if they do pay attention and they see me trying to get my shit together, then maybe they might get, you know what I'm saying, they get their shit together. Yeah. That's how some shit go. But it's like, you know, I can't criticize because, you know, it's like I understand why. And if they're younger, then they young. So they gotta grow up, make mistakes. This would make us who we are. You know what I'm saying? They just cash. It's just like, damn, they got experiences in life. The shit you go through ups and downs, man. You know how many times I fell and had to pull myself back up like, yo, what just happened? I don't know, but I gotta keep it pushing.
Let me ask you this. Is it more so as an artist an accountability issue, or do you think the label holds responsibility in that too? You said all that shit is thrown at these young boys, money, women, drugs, anything they want. So do you think that it's more so, given the mental nature of some of these young brothers getting into the game with all this stuff, is it responsibility of the label, or do we, as the people doing it, have to hold ourselves a little more accountable?
Well, you got a circuit. You know, you got a circuit. People are surrounded by people. If you're in a label, you're surrounded by management. You're surrounded by your girlfriend. If you got kids, you're surrounded by your kids. You're surrounded by all these support systems. So it's like if somebody keep allowing it and they let you self-destruct, then, you know what I'm saying, there's just too much yes men going on. There's too much of that going on. But for the most part, you know what I think the mindset is? Because most of them think in business, liabilities and assets. I think the responsibility is like, the other situation with them is like, all right, man, damn, what the fuck I'm trying to thought I lost. I just lost my thought, man, because I know like assets, how they feel. But your experiences got to make you the better person, like I said. Your experience, if you don't experience it, you're going to do that. But it's like, I don't know what to say about it. Drugs is illegal. Weed even legal right now. So it's like, come on, man.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Syrup, pills, everything. So I just don't, I mean, as long as they ain't a crackhead or something like that, they should be fine. But I know it's out there. So I don't know who the responsible for them. But, you know, if you keep letting them self-destruct, that's kind of ugly. You know what I'm saying? You can't, and people are most afraid of people cutting the check, so they don't tell them. But you can't be scared to talk to the person you right next to you, man. Just because you cut the check, don't put him in position to. Yeah. Because I'm going to leave you right where you're at.
Exactly.
And you end up lonely. Then you look around and realize you're all by yourself. Then, damn.
Right.
Where that money at if he ain't there to produce his career?
Yeah.
Let's go back to Roc-A-Fella, and you guys, you know, at the top, you know, the world and everything, you guys. Then all of a sudden it's a split. Like, you guys find out, you see the spoof video, and you kind of find out that Roc-A-Fella is coming to an end as you know it, and it's split down the middle. Some people go with Dame, some people go with Jay-Z. So at what point did you know Roc-A-Fella was going to split, and how did you feel?